Ricky Martin is suing his nephew for $20 million, and rapper Mystikal faces life in prison after being indicted on charges of first-degree rape. Let's get into it. Hey guys, I'm Lady T, and welcome back to the channel. Get your dose of the latest trending topics, news, celebrity gossip, and more by subscribing to the channel, liking the video, and hitting that notification bell so you never miss an upload. So let's start with Mr. Ricky Martin. Ricky Martin have reportedly filed a $20 million lawsuit against his 21-year-old nephew after he made false allegation of abuse. Ricky Martin's attorneys claim that the allegation made by Dennis Sanchez have cost the singer and actor millions in lost income. Court papers was filed on yesterday in San Juan, Puerto Rico by Martin's legal team. They accused the nephew of extortion, malicious prosecution, and abuse of law and damages stemming from false allegation. Sanchez first filed for a restraining order against his uncle in July. It included allegation of a romantic relationship between them and domestic abuse. Ricky Martin vowed to fight the claims with legal representation, calling them completely false and fabricated. At the court hearing later that month, the restraining order against Martin was dropped at the request of his accuser. At the time, Ricky Martin's legal team said the request came from the accuser asking to dismiss the case. This was never anything more than a troubled individual making false allegations with absolutely nothing to sustain them. We are glad that our client saw justice done, and we can now move forward with his life and his career. Yesterday's lawsuit says that Martin was persecuted, besieged, harassed, stalked, and extorted by his troubled nephew for economic reason. It says before the filing of the restraining order, Martin's nephew bombarded his famous uncle with up to 10 texts per day. It referred to him as a maladjusted individual. The lawsuit claims that Martin suffered $10 million in lost income as a result of canceled contracts. It estimated the damages to his reputation to be in range of $20 million. It says that after dropping the restraining order, Martin's nephew started messaging him again via Instagram, threatening to assassinate his reputation and integrity unless he paid him money. Martin's lawsuit is also asking the judge to bar his nephew from contacting him or anyone else in his immediate family. Alright guys, so we're going to move on and talk about Mystikal. He is now facing a life sentence after being indicted on first-degree sexual assault charges. Now, on Tuesday, the rapper received a sexual assault charge along with 9 other criminal counts from a Stinson Parish grand jury, citing an alleged incident in July. Mystikal, whose real name is Michael Lawrence Taylor, is accused of first-degree sexual assault, domestic abuse, strangulation, and robbery following a financial dispute at a Perryville residence on July the 30th. If convicted at trial, the 51-year-old faces a mandatory life sentence at the trial. According to 2 indictments against him, Taylor had been charged with individual counts of simple criminal damage to property, false imprisonment, domestic abuse, battery by strangulation, simple robbery, possession of heroin, illegal possession of ecstasy, possession of meth, possession of marijuana, and possession of drug paraphernalia. Taylor remains in prison without bail, but his legal team maintains that the rapper is innocent. Mystikal was sentenced to 6 years in prison in 2004 after pleading guilty to sexual battery. Prior to his sentencing in July 2002, a hairstylist for the rapper claimed that he and his 2 bodyguards forced the woman to perform oral sex on them after not turning her into the police for stealing $80,000 worth of rapper's checks. Released in 2010 after serving 6 years in prison, Mystikal was registered as a sex offender in Louisiana. One of the bodyguards received 3 years in prison, while the other bodyguard got 4 years. Mystikal was sentenced to 3 months in prison for the second time in 2012 after a misdemeanor domestic abuse count. In fall 2018, Mystikal and another man was charged with first-degree sexual assault and second-degree kidnapping charges, which was dropped in December 2020 after a second grand jury reviewed evidence from the case. In that time, the rapper spent 18 months in jail. Alright guys, that's it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Let's continue the conversation down below in the comments. Make sure to like the video and hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you never miss an upload. I'm Lady T. I'll catch you the next time. Be blessed. Bye.